All right, we are now getting into the CRM side of PulsePoint HQ, and this is where everything comes together. All the marketing you've set up, your postcards, your landing pages, it all connects back to your contacts. This is where you build and store your sphere of influence, your geo-farm area, organize all your relationships, and make sure the right people are receiving your marketing consistently. In this video, we're covering 4 specific things: how to add an individual household, how to bulk upload your entire database, reviewing contact fields, and how to assign households to your postcard campaigns. Let's move through it now. From the top of your contacts page, select Add New Household. The first thing you'll notice is that contacts in PulsePoint HQ are stored as, well, households, and each household can have up to 2 individual contacts. This is very intentional. Some households will have only 1 contact, other households will have 2 contacts. Why is this important? Because when you consider the number of people in your database, you really don't count husband and wife as 2. You count them as 1 household unit in your database of relationships. So storing them as a household keeps everything clean and organized. Now, the very first person we recommend every agent add to their database is, well, yourself. You want to receive your own postcards. It's the best way to easily see exactly what your database is receiving and catch anything that you want to adjust. So go ahead, add yourself right now as we walk through this together. Enter your first and last name as contact 1. If you're married, you can go ahead and add your spouse as contact 2. This way you're both in the system and you'll always have a first-hand look at what your database is experiencing every month. Gender icons. Right next to each name field, select the applicable gender icon. This might seem like a small detail, but it matters more than you think. Names don't always match expectations. I've had clients named Kelly and Danny, where Kelly was the husband and Danny was short for Danielle. If you have an assistant managing outreach or sending cards on your behalf, the gender icon removes any guesswork instantly. Whatever the household situation, married couple, same-sex partners, a mother and daughter who own together, the icons give you and your team clarity at a glance. Phone and email. Go ahead and enter yours for each contact. Once you enter an email address, a new checkbox appears. Contact added to email marketing platform. Let's talk about what that means. PulsePoint HQ is not an email marketing platform. That's not what we do. What we do is handle your consistent postcard marketing while helping you stay organized across all your marketing efforts. Email marketing is another layer on top of your postcard sends that increases how frequently you are in front of your database. Whether you're using HomeBot, Altos Market Stats, or send a personalized email newsletter each month through MailChimp, Constant Contact, or something completely different, this checkbox is simply your way of tracking that this person has been added to your email platform of choice. Check it once you've added them there. Here's a smart detail we added. If you ever update a contact's email address, that checkbox automatically unchecks itself. That's your signal to go update their email in your email platform too, so nobody slips through the cracks. Below the email section, you'll find what we call the pulse check. It's 2 fields that help you track the business health of each relationship. Last conversation. This is for tracking the last time you had a real 2-way conversation with this person, face-to-face or over the phone, actual dialogue. Not just a text or a postcard going through. This dialogue is where relationships deepen, and also it's where referrals are given. Track it here so you always know who you haven't connected with in a while. Relationship status. You'll see 5 options: A, B, C, D, and a stop symbol. The stop symbol means this contact is stored in your database but excluded from all marketing. Postcards and the email marketing checkbox are disabled, and they are not counted in your sphere of influence count. This is useful for contacts who aren't marketing targets: a lender, an inspector, a past client who moved out of your service area. They're in your system, but they're not in your marketing rotation. A, B, C, and D are yours to define however you want. Here's how I think about it. A, they are my top referral sources. These people have sent business my way by referring me to a friend, family member, or coworker. B, they are contacts that I believe are likely to transact soon, someone I want to give some extra attention to and increase my marketing efforts at right now. C, these people, whether they be acquaintances or past clients, would work with me when the time comes to buy or sell, but they haven't referred other people to me in the past. D, this last group, I use for my geofarm in my neighborhood or people I want to meet and build relationships with. I may not know them yet, but I want to start consistently showing up for them through my marketing efforts. Contacts with an A relationship status receive the highest frequency of personal outreach. D gets the lowest, and stop gets none. Just as a quick side note, the first time I heard a real estate coach use letters to categorize relationships, I honestly hated it. It felt like I was giving people a grade, but that's not what this is. We're not ranking who we'd invite to our kid's birthday party. We're simply looking at each contact relative to our real estate business and the likelihood of them buying, selling, or referring us to someone who will. It's a customer category, not a personal one. You should strategically invest the most time and marketing dollars in the people most likely to do business with you or send you business. It's just that simple. Use the framework I shared, build your own, or look up how your favorite real estate coach approaches it. However you define the letters, organizing your contacts this way pays off as your database grows. And keep in mind, a D today can easily become a B or an A down the road. That said, if relationship statuses just aren't your thing, skip the field. It's totally fine. Mailing address. This field is required for postcard sends. Enter the mailing address, not necessarily their physical address if those are different. If someone receives mail at a P.O. box, that's what goes here. Address, city, state, and zip are all required for them to receive postcards automatically. And remember, since all postcards through PulsePoint HQ go out first class, any postcard that can't be delivered gets returned to you. Now that's a database maintenance tool. A returned postcard tells you exactly whose address needs to be updated, or perhaps if they need to be removed from your database. Now you're at postcard campaigns. It's right below the mailing address. You'll select which postcard campaigns this household will receive. Check buyer, seller, or both. For yourself, I'd recommend going ahead and checking both. At the bottom of the form, you'll find fields for important dates. Contact 1 birthday, contact 2 birthday, wedding anniversary, and home anniversary. Go ahead and fill these in for yourself and possibly your spouse. These dates power the milestone marketing features inside of PulsePoint HQ. The more complete your records, the better. Because these dates don't really change that often, once you've got them, enter them once and they're set. Simply update the home anniversary when someone sells or purchases. When everything is filled in, select Add Household. Now that you're in your own database, let's open your contact record and walk through a few things you'll find inside. At the top of the record, above the contact fields, you'll notice some small icons. These are quick action shortcuts that come in handy once you're in a daily workflow. The copy icon next to the name, phone, and email and address copies that field directly to your clipboard. Incredibly useful when you're dropping someone's info into DocuSign, a text, or another tool. The phone and text icons next to the phone number let you call or text directly from your computer if your system is synced to a phone app. The email icon above the email field opens a new email address to that contact immediately. Scroll down and you'll find the Notes section. This is one of my favorite features, and I want to share how I personally use it. I keep a default note template that I copy and paste into every new contact when I add them. Here's what mine includes. Source, Where did I meet this person? Open house, referral, or a neighborhood event? Physical address. If their mailing address differs from where they actually live, I save the physical address here. Real estate. Transaction history, rental properties, anything relevant to their real estate portfolio or needs. Forward. It's an acronym for tracking personal details about each contact. F stands for family, kids, parents, pets. O for occupation. What do they do for a living? R is for recreation. What do they enjoy doing? Or hobbies? And lastly, D for dreams. What are they working towards? I paste this template as the first note for every contact, and I fill it in as I learn more about each client over time. To make sure I can always find it quickly, I pin it using the tack icon. Pinned notes stay at the top no matter how many other notes you add below. Pinning is also great for time-sensitive reminders, or if a client mentioned an upcoming vacation or that their mom was recently in the hospital, pin a note and check it before your next outreach to that contact. It's a small habit that makes a big difference in how personal your follow-up feels. Notes can also be edited at any time using the pencil icon. They keep their original date and timestamp when updated, so you always have a record of when something was first entered. No longer need a pinned note? Simply select the pin icon again and it will return to the other notes. To delete a note that's no longer relevant, select the trash icon and confirm. It's gone. One last thing. If you make any changes inside a contact record, you'll notice the Save Changes button turns yellow at the top of the page. That's your reminder to save before closing. If you try to exit without saving, the system will prompt you, so no update gets lost accidentally. Before we move into bulk uploading, I want to pause and address something directly, because it's one of the most common reasons agents either stall on transitioning to a new CRM or struggle to get started at all. It feels overwhelming. If that's you right now, I want you to hear this. You do not need your entire database in the system today. You just need to start and then keep going, one small step at a time. Here's my suggestion. Commit to adding a set number of households every single business day and what you have on each person right now, and fill in the gaps over time. The important thing is getting your people into the system so your marketing can start working. The only required field is a single name for each household. That's it. You don't need every detail to get started. Not their birthdays, not their email, and not their address. You just have to begin. To put it in perspective, assuming 20 business days a month, adding just 2 households a day gets you to 40 contacts by the end of that month. Bump that to 3 and you're at 60. 4 a day gets you to 80. And if you can commit to 5 households a day, you'll have 100 contacts in your database in a single month's time. Small, consistent action every day adds up fast. If your contacts are currently stored somewhere else, like another CRM, a spreadsheet, or your phone, you have 2 paths. You can format them to match our bulk upload template, which we're covering next, or you can tackle them one household at a time until everyone is in. Either way works. What matters is that you pick an approach and you commit to it. To market consistently, you've got to get your database sorted. Your postcards are already set up and your landing pages are live. Everything is ready and waiting. Now it's just about getting your people in so the marketing can reach them. Okay, now let's take a look at your bulk upload options. From the top of your contacts page, select Upload CSV. From here, you can download either an Excel template or a Google Sheets template, whichever you'd prefer. Open it up and you'll see an example row showing you exactly how to format your data. The columns include the mailing address, city, state, and zip, followed by fields for the first household contact with name, gender, email, phone, and birthday. Then it's repeated for the second contact, name, gender, email, phone, and birthday. In the spreadsheet, gender is indicated simply with a letter F for female or M for male. From there, you'll see fields for wedding anniversary, home anniversary, last conversation date, if you have those. And last but not least, relationship status. For this one, you can enter A, B, C, or D, or mark it NA for not applicable if they are not a contact that you intend to market to. Fill in as much information as you have, but leave empty the fields that you don't. After all, you don't need every field completed to upload. Now, when you've added information to the spreadsheet and you are ready to upload, you need to save your spreadsheet as a CSV file. Go to File, Save As, and choose CSV format, and then give it a clear name, something like Contacts for Upload to PulsePoint HQ, so you can find it easily. Back in PulsePoint HQ, under Select CSV File, click Choose File. Locate your saved CSV file with your contacts and select Open and Upload Contacts. You'll receive a success message when the upload is complete. If any rows have errors that prevented them from uploading, you'll see an error message at the top of the screen. My tip: take a quick photo of that message with your phone or a computer screenshot so you can reference it when you go back to fix and add those contacts. All right, I'm so excited. This is the moment where it all clicks, and I want you to feel how easy this is. Now that your contacts are in the system, let's get them all assigned to postcard campaigns. Your contacts are displayed 50 per page. So if you have more than 50, you'll see multiple pages. Here's what you're going to do. Select the checkbox next to the name column header at the top of the list. This selects all 50 contacts on the current page. A yellow banner will appear. All 50 households on this page are selected. Select all households. Select that to grab everyone in your database. Under Bulk Actions, choose Edit Postcards. Select Buyer Postcard Campaign and Seller Postcard Campaign. Select Apply. That's it. Every contact in your database is now set to receive both postcard campaigns every month. 24 touches a year. Handled. You can use the same bulk action anytime you need to make adjustments. Want to send only the seller campaign to your full list for a given month? Bulk select, Edit Postcards, Seller Only, Apply. And if you want to get more granular, some contacts receiving 2 postcards, some 1, some none, you can do that at the individual contact level without affecting anyone else. Want to pause postcards for everyone? Bulk select, Edit Postcards, uncheck both, Apply. I'll share with you my favorite way to assign postcards. I use their relationship status. So, for example, everyone I personally know have a relationship status of either A, B, or C. So I first filter by relationship status, choose A, B, and C, then use bulk actions to assign both postcard campaigns to all those contacts to automate 24 touches per year. Now, my D contacts include my geo farm and contacts I haven't met but I want to meet. So for these contacts, I filter the relationship status to show those contacts with a D, and then I use bulk actions to assign them to the seller campaign for 12 automatic touches each year. A quick note. After making changes to postcard recipients, the contact count for each campaign in the upper right corner may not update immediately. If it doesn't look correct, simply refresh the page and it will reflect your current selections accurately. That's a wrap on contacts for now. You've added yourself as your first household, learned what every field does, walked through bulk uploading your database, and assigned your contacts to postcard campaigns. Your marketing is officially running as you begin this step of adding contacts. There's a lot more you can do from the contacts page, filtering, tagging, and even identifying contacts that need your attention. And we'll show you how in another video. But next up, we're heading to your dashboard so I can show you what's available there. I'll see you in the next video.